Okay, so for this video, I'm going to do something a little less intelligent, or maybe it's intelligent. Either way, don't know, don't care because I'm going to do it. So I'm going to build a little fortress in the backyard out of snow. It's below freezing out there. I want to make sure that my bivvy system, that's spelled Bivy, and my sleeping bag system keeps me warm throughout the night, just in preparation for this upcoming race, which I hear a lot of people end up sleeping out in the snow throughout the night. So just testing it out just to make sure it works for me. So let's do it real quick.
Yeah, okay, so we're gonna try a thing. It's probably not gonna work, but let's see what happens. Kind of waited for the, it is dark outside, for the snow to solidify and to get, I guess, packed and whatnot in the backyard, because what I want to do is convert this really, I guess it's not like, convert this, it's about 3 feet tall, maybe 2.5, so it's kind of slumped down into like a little shelter. It's gonna be a lot of work, but I know it's packed in, and I'm gonna try. And you know, you only know until you try. So I got this little silky saw here, try and cut some stuff out of there, make it into a fort. We will see what happens. Well, it's not what I wanted, but made it a little easier. Good job. So far, so good, actually. Let's see. So, the silk saw does a great job. This isn't really the best way to, I don't think this is the best way to carve out a place to sleep or whatever it is you're trying to do. Because basically what I did is I worked backwards, built a pile, and then carving it out. But I think generally what you want to do is like find snow, cut blocks out, build a pile. But in this case, I'm building a pile. I built a pile several days ago, let it solidify, and then now I'm kind of carving it out. But let me just say that a snow saw, in this case silky saw, does a great job. Probably just as good as any saw. It's just snow. So. Okay. Just try and clear off a little bit more of this entrance. Make it easy to get in and out. Actually makes quite a bit of difference to use a saw on snow as opposed to just clawing it out by hand. It's almost like carving it. Well, I mean, it is carving, so. probably the most primitive way to make a igloo, and by primitive I mean the most least educated way to make an igloo. Because all I did was pile a big old thing of snow together and I started cutting it up. Whereas I think the smart thing would be to cut the blocks and stack them up, as opposed to stacking the pile and cutting it up. Yeah, this is probably the fastest that I've built one of these little, I used to call them forts as a kid, but I guess as I'm getting further and further into the backcountry or into weird shit, it starts to become a survival hut. This is the fastest I've built one, so saw really works great. We've got a dash hound, and I can tell you already, she's pooped back here, but got rid of it. It still stinks though. Gosh dang. I could probably lay in here. I'm not going to, but I'd say it's probably big enough for me at this point. Okay, final result for the backyard. That was fast. A little saw sped it up quite a bit. And then I've got most of it shoveled out back here. So there's a little fire going, pretty cozy. Gotta get these chairs back around the fire. Yeah, so I may stay out here. The Susitna 100 is coming up, and I would like to be prepared for sleeping in the snow. I slept in the snow about 2 weekends ago. Right over there in a bivvy and a sleeping bag. It was not bad, but I kind of want to get used to it, you know, to the point where it's like not a shock to my body. I don't know if that's really possible, but yeah, over here I slept underneath the tree. I slept for 8 hours, but it felt like 4. I don't know if you can see the tree at all, but anyways, we'll see what happens.
Okay, so I'm getting the bivvy ready. The bivvy's this purple item here. I got it at a thrift store, so this is not the best bivvy. I would go and buy a more dedicated, reliable bivvy, not from a thrift store, especially if you're going to be sleeping outside. So if and when I get a chance to do the Iditarod, I'll have something better by then. Now I'm setting up my sleeping bag system. I say system because I'm using 2 sleeping bags. For the upcoming Susitna, I've got a friend that's going to let me borrow their -40 sleeping bags, so I'm not going to use these. If I were to use these for the Susitna and pack these onto my bike, it would be much too heavy. It would be too much material to pack for you to make it 100 miles. It would just weigh you down, to be uncomfortable and not fun. So I'll be getting a different one. But for tonight, I'm just going to use this makeshift sleeping bag get up just to get me through. So. And I also want to say the whole point of the bivvy is to keep your sleeping bag dry, so it should be waterproof. Okay, and looks like here I've got the whole system inside the little uh, snow fortress. It fit, but I discovered quickly that it, with my body in there, did not fit in the snow fortress. So I ended up removing it eventually as the night goes on. So here's my phone with a portable battery, and I'm going to use the portable battery just to keep my phone alive. And I'm hoping that this is going to work for the Susan. I expect it will too. It's pretty heavy though.
Okay, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, and I slept pretty good. But it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I just woke up, so I'm gonna go inside and sleep in a bed so I can get rest, because tomorrow, Sunday, I'm gonna go on a longer training ride. I don't want to be rested up, so I could probably stay here, sleep a little bit longer, but I'm warm. I slept good, and my feet are not cold, so I think that confirms that the bivvy system works well.
Okay. So I just slept in our backyard, oddly enough. In my current sleeping bag in my bivvy setup. The reason being is because I want to prepare for what is known as the upcoming Susitna 100 race, which is a race that is south of the Susitna River. If you watched the previous video I just posted, it was a ride along the Susitna River and the Yitna River. So this race is going to be south of the Susitna River, not on the river itself. At least I don't think it's going to be. I hope it's not going to be. But it's a 100-mile race, and frequently I'm told that people have to sleep. I've got two friends that have done the race, in which they've both slept in the snow at some point in time to recover, because it's taken them over 24 hours to do the thing. So yeah, I slept in the backyard just to prepare for that and make sure that my gear was good. It is good. I was warm. My hands were warm. My toes were warm. Everything was warm. I will say, though, that it didn't feel like, even though I slept for almost 8 hours, it did not feel like 8 hours. It felt kind of like, I don't know, 6 hours or something like that. Maybe that's because of the cold. I don't know. Maybe I had a cold. Who knows? But anyways, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And my next video will be one of two videos. Number one, it's a fun video in which I am going to document like some sort of social ride that I do here in Anchorage called the Snow Jams, or two, it's going to be the Susitna River. Depends on which one I get to first. A lot of the video editing takes a really long time, so it's just kind of, we'll see what happens. I do appreciate you watching. Really though, it makes a big difference to me, so I appreciate it. Thanks once again.